Start.
And then the research proposal, the title of the research proposal is then investigating the factors that determine the fascination of individuals with social media and the effects on them and on their families. Then a background of the statement of the problem, the social media, and examples of social media. For example, what we can say, one of them is Facebook, Twitter. The social media we can include also television. Then I think some of the problems caused by social medias we can include, like, which one is affecting family lives. They're quite difficult sometimes to explain, but and to find out about the social media, we can use some research methodologies. And social media is affecting a lot of family lives. Where, for example, of my experience, I can say people is using too much Facebooks or watching TVs, and also like small kids, which one spending a lot of time watching TVs and watching all the programs, which one's saying go to McDonald's, there is a lot of nice foods, and usually some of the moms are just taking the young kids, and now those days it's like there are a lot of obese, and I think maybe it's the reason because of the family members, like mothers or fathers, they're just allowing kids watching too much TV. And for the methodology what I used, we can use the survey research and evaluative research. On the survey research, I've been interviewing and asking some of the people about the social media, what they've been doing, the facts, how they working with that. And about the evaluative research, sometimes I try to observe what they doing after when they're using the internet or watching TV. Are they following that, what they've seen, or just what they read? There is also like a lot of more methods of we can include for the methodology more researches, which one are experimental research, survey research, what I just said, evaluative research I mentioned as well, then observational research, developmental research, applied versus fundamental research. Then I can say I think survey research is most useful when when the target is our audience, like our users, like families who is using some points of the social media. Then also, like, I've been trying to compare that with someone did some researches, and I found out some books, but at the moment I don't remember the authors because they've been quite difficult. I've written them down, but everything is on the paper. And like I've been trying to compare them, and I find out they've been comparing the Facebook, how it's affecting their families, like what they've been trying to say. Some of the people just forgetting about the family, just trying putting or compare with other people's, adding some pictures or just chatting about sometimes like about foolishness. and sometimes about things which one don't have to know, and they just try and show to other world or to everyone what they can do better. And or how then like I said, to do our research there's a lot of methodology. We can find out a lot of information, but the most point we should choose like what we exactly want to do, how we want to find out the information, and how we're supposed to give them to how we're supposed to present to the readers, to find out what we are writing about. And the Gantt chart, what we can include in the Gantt chart, and for example, how long it's taking my preparation. Then for example, like I can spread that in 3 tasks. Then in the first task I can include how long I'm looking for the information, that I can say about like 3 weeks. Then later on how long I'm preparing everything to be write down, and I can say like 2 weeks. And the last 2 weeks I can include that for the third task, which one is writing everything down, reporting, making conclusions. Then what I could say, like what I found out, and from the other researchers, they've been trying to say, at the moment families are spending too much trying to use the social medias to include them in their family lives, because they are just forgetting about the simplest ways, and they're just forgetting like was days before or years before. There was no television, no internet, or the people be more healthier. But nowadays, sometimes they're just too lazy. They just try and spend free time at home, and that's it. And I think what I can say at the moment. Any questions?
Okay, good. Let's
Bravo.
okay. So let's try to ask questions now.